Hey, in this video, I want to share a story how one founder wasted the whole year because of one ad misclick, because I really don't want you to end up in the same situation as him. So recently, a founder applied to my program and his was halfway to 1 mil ARR, had decent customer base and great retention. But all the new business he had was coming from cold outbound dials, which required a lot of labor to get results with. And he, similarly to most founders I work with, got into B2B SaaS in order to be running a high margin, cash flowing business with a great opportunity for an exit, and not a floor of sales agents who require a lot of supervision and daily Wolf of Wall Street style encouragement for you to just be hitting your KPIs. So that's how most of the sales were coming from outbound dials. And outside of that, he was putting effort into ads for the past year and burning all the a lot of money there without seeing any ROI. So campaign metrics were fine, but ROI wasn't. The key thing he asked for from me was to help him redesign his customer acquisition so it would work via paid traffic and wouldn't require so much overhead to break into 1 to 3 mil ARR. He has already made a few attempts of getting into ads, and he knew his competitors are or were getting results with them, but for him the profitability just wasn't there. So I dug into his campaigns to figure out what was going wrong. I researched his CPMs, CTRs, and most metrics were all looking fine, and that's why I was quite surprised how on earth wasn't he making any money from it, because the ads were working in terms of the actual metrics on ads. Nearly all of them met the KPIs, but despite that, the campaigns remained wildly unprofitable. So one mistake that ruined everything. 3 minutes later, I tell myself, okay, let's zoom out and start from the beginning. I open his settings and say, then turns out he's been throwing thousands of ad spend for months into the wrong campaign goal, which is completely wrong for his case. As a result, the most powerful tool Meta has over all other platforms, which is the Meta Pixel, was learning all the wrong lessons, because selecting the wrong campaign goal ruined everything. Wrong goal leads to Meta bringing people with incorrect behaviors not suitable for you. For example, people loving to click pages instead of ones who book calls and buy. Then allowing the wrong people to book ruined the algorithm, since it kept getting better at finding engaging non-buyers, which is definitely not something you want to pay money for. Thirdly, while vanity metrics kept getting better, the return on ad spend and losses were getting wildly worse. So we made one step back to make 2 steps forward. So instead of starting with a clean setup, we had to put much effort into reconditioning his pixel to get Meta actually start bringing the right people in. The worst thing here is, while being distracted by vanity metrics, founders keep throwing money into their campaigns, hoping things will suddenly get a lot better. In reality, they're cutting their parachute lines, thinking it will make the landing safer. With this, I want to share that you really want to be thoughtful in terms of what campaign goals and what are you asking for Meta to bring you, because over a long enough period of time, Meta does get very good at delivering you what you ask for. The problem I have seen many and many other founders waste a lot of money with is they ask for the wrong things, set up the wrong funnel, and as a result, they get definitely not the type of audiences that they can be easily selling to. And one of the key insights which I learned from one mastermind and which I now share with others is, if you deliver your campaigns to this top 5% of the market, which is problem aware, understands they need your solution and have the budget for it, plus they already don't need any convincing and are looking for a tool like yours, imagine how much easier it becomes to scale your business. Well, astronomically easier. And many people think that, oh, but it's like only 5 or 10% of the market who is in the market, who is actively looking for a tool like yours. Well, this 10% in most niches I have worked with, and I have worked with over 150 different ones by now, is like a still massive market. You can get all the way to 8 figures in annual revenue. That's why, look, 2 things. One, stop asking Meta for the wrong things for you to stop getting the wrong results with it. Secondly, you can check out my Telegram channel where I post a bunch of other stuff from my client campaigns so that you can skip a lot of learning yourself. And all like paying all the expensive tuition fees. And thirdly, if you want my help getting your SaaS to first 1 to 3 million ARR and then scaling it beyond, and if you want me to teach you how to properly run meta ads for you to get them in front of high intent buyers, go to saascamp.com and apply for my advisory. I appreciate you watching this video, and talk soon.